with all of the reports that they put out, Russia moved not all of their troops out of Ukraine, but a lot of them are going away from Kyiv, the capital, and moving towards the east. It's not half and half, but the reason people believe Putin's gonna back out or stop his invasion is because you'll see these videos where Ukraine is promoting victories, like they won something. Their land is being destroyed slowly, and it's being broadcasted, like it's being filmed. So they have to promote when they do good, when they regain control of somewhere, or when they do stop a whole convoy, or whatever the war is going to destroy Ukraine. It already has. You can't live there comfortably. You can't wake up, go to work, take care of your kids, play with them. You know, it's not gonna go back to that. And you have reports of Russian planes flying over airspace that they're not allowed to. So what is that? Scouts. There's the nuclear bomb threat is a real threat for Europe. They're not going to launch them to the U.S. You know, but Europe, you have nuclear plants that are targeted already. People went crazy when it caught fire. So now imagine if he dropped missiles on them. So he pulled his troops out, and now he's got a draft going. He's drafting more over another 100,000 soldiers. If it's true that his soldiers are turning on him on the battlefield, then he's got to withdraw and regroup and redeploy more loyal military. I don't feel like that's the case, though. I don't feel like Russian soldiers are turning their back on Putin. I don't believe that Ukraine wiped out all their top generals. I just don't. Russia is not a military that's easy to combat with. I'm sure the attacks that they were sending, not all of them went to plan. Not all of them were successful, but what part of Russia is taking damage other than its economy? What's going on to the Russian civilians every day? Nothing. Ukraine is in a terrible state. Now, I still don't see Putin dropping a nuke. There's just, he can't. If he does, and then he's retaliated with nuclear warfare on him, where's he going? Where is Russia and everywhere else? If everything just got nuked all around the globe, there's no other planet we inhabit yet. There's no bunker under the ground supplied well enough, and a plan that will actually stick together for the whole long term of that kind of a scenario. It's unheard of, you know? So Russia is planning something huge. I think they're gonna end it all. I think they're tired of all of the media involved in their invasion, and let's call it for what it is. Putin is ruthless. He is not taking a loss where he invaded somewhere and didn't get to do what he wanted to do. It's not. He wants to make sure Ukraine doesn't have a flag to hold up. They don't want it as a country anymore. There is no more just don't join NATO, and there's no more problems. That's out the window. And if you follow everything, their spokesman, Russian spokesman that gets out there with everybody, he has never said anything about stopping. But you'll find other reports of how Putin's gonna stop. Putin may end his invasion. Putin talks are going well. Not one conversation went well. Not one. So that being said, stick to your daily preppings if you live anywhere besides Europe. If you live in Europe, you need to prep for worst case scenario. What is your worst case scenario? Nuclear fallout. You are beyond cyber attacks, grid downs. You have the highest risk of all of that. You are the one fighting the war. The world war has not started. If you live in the US, Canada, Mexico, China, you need to just worry about your supplies and cyber attacks and how well your grid can hold out. If you do suffer from blackouts that go on more than a month, that damage, take the time to think about it. That damage, food has went rotten that you had saved, or people who didn't have anything saved are already looting, or even worse. You can talk for hours about how bad something can be. It's not that people don't want to be prepared. I just think there's too much in the air, too much in the internet. People can get wrapped around and forget what's real. They start to worry about things they don't need to worry about, and while the world is falling apart, they forget they need credit. They forget they need fallback plans. They forget they need um bags packed in case their house is on fire and there's nowhere to go. No emergency services coming. We're not there yet. This is not end times. This is not civil unrest. Did not hit where I live. Didn't hit my country. But look at Haiti. Haiti is a mess, and there's no leadership banding together to get the country under control. So now, in these supply shortages, who's gonna make sure that those people are okay? It's a lot going on, and everybody needs to have their plan for their household. And if you don't, you can start right now. You can start possibly tomorrow. Who knows? I'm gonna get back to checking these reports. I hope you stay ahead of the game, or if not, I hope it's at least in your head that you should start.